Welcome back to the 30-day skincare challenge, and today we're talking all things eye cream. Do you actually need one? Depends on what your needs are. Let's talk about it. If you have good solid skin, there's no issues, you're not looking for fine lines or wrinkles or darkness around the eye area, you don't technically need an eye cream. Most serums can actually be used around the eyes, and as long as your moisturizer isn't filled with thick cosmogenic ingredients, you're safe to use it around your eyes. Seriously, save yourself the extra step and the extra $100. However, if you have super sensitive dry skin, or you have dark circles and pigmentation that you're trying to focus on, and it's the deep, delicate areas around the eyes, you're gonna need an eye cream because your skin's just so thin and so sensitive, it might be worth putting that extra money forward. And of course, when it comes to anti-aging, if you are starting to see the crow's feet kind of popping in and you want to reduce them as much as possible, then yes, there are some eye creams that work, but they're not cheap, at least not the ones I've tested. I've tested a lot of great products and I've tested a lot of duds. And I'll tell you this, there's more dud eye creams out there than there are actual good ones. Now, on Shop My Shelf, I have put them all together. So they have for dry, dehydrated skin is on there. For brightening and lightening up the skin. Now remember, certain pigmentation, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is, but it will help make the overall healthiness of the eye area look better and brighter. But when you're talking about anti-aging and you want to soften up the fine lines and you really want to get the vitamin C around there, you really want to get some retinoid on there, well, here are some of the options that I have used and I know work because I keep buying them over and over again. So Allies of Skin is one of my favorites for people that are more budget conscious. They're not too far down when it comes to the fine lines and wrinkles. They're doing okay, but they definitely need that extra boost. And the eye area is a little bit on the delicate side. This is where the Allies of Skin, because it has peptides, brightening, so it's got vitamin C, bakuchiol, which is a retinol derivative. And when I first tested this, I loved it. I found the results were solid. Remember, it's not an upper eyelid lift, but it definitely helped firm, lighten, and brighten, and plump up the skin a little bit around the eyes. Second favorite was the anti-age. Now these are growth factor stem cells and cytokines. This is a real meal deal. This is not the cheap stuff. This will actually help to thicken up the area under the eye, helps to thicken up the skin. Again, not upper eyelid surgery. It also has caffeine to help reduce the puffiness within the area. But if you have very weak or very thin eyelids and they're in a horrible state, I did really love the anti-age eye cream for those. Now, the best of the best is the calcium. Again, this is growth factors, actual growth factors, not peptide based. So these ones are the real meal deal. They're not cheap. I definitely loved the firming, and this is my second bottle because I loved it so much. So for me, if I'm going to put the money towards something, I have to love it. And I use it with a different system, but I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's not the cheapest option, but it definitely helps firm up the eye area. So if you're looking to help firm and really soften up the fine lines and wrinkles, this one is excellent. Please keep into consideration though, when you smile, you're still going to have your expression. The whole point is, do you get that snapback? And that's what we're looking for in a good eye cream. It's not to be completely like a Botoxed face. It's to be able to have the skin snap back. Not to mention, it will not retract the skin that has started to sag. If you have hit the sagging stage and it's past the point, this will help a little bit, but it is no eyelid surgery. So please keep that into consideration. If you want the actual lifting all the way up, you're gonna wanna consider either surgery or some sort of later treatment, or even a certain type of microneedling can now be done around the eye area. So those are gonna be your options. But if you're in your early 20s or 30s and you're like, my eyes are doing great, guess what? You don't need an eye cream. All the eye creams are on Shop My Shelf, so feel free to go on there. I will have the wrinkle ones, I will have the hydration ones, and then I will have the brightening ones all categorized. My first three are my absolute favorites, so that's how it works. It's not based on price. And if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to write them down below. Let the algorithm know you want to continue seeing this challenge because there's still so much good stuff coming down the pipeline. And it's probably going to go a little over 30 days, but that's okay. I think it's worth it. I'll see you all tomorrow on the 30-day skincare challenge.